Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's our visiting team and our home team. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season's going to end. And then on the complete opposite side, you got guys making plans for the offseason, figuring out where they're going on vacation. Week 18 is a tricky thing around the league. A lot of division games, a lot of interesting matchups. And we're just wrapping up stage one of what is an unbelievable NFL season.
This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
It was pretty clear after sitting down with him earlier in the week that he was just not satisfied with last week's performance. And while he was so clear, he's like, listen, I am thrilled that we won the game. He goes,
right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to him. Able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Leads to 3rd and 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back, and he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at
the best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
This is 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Outside, it's complete. 14 on the pickup, and that will be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. Now, faking the give. Look wide. Get this one complete. And the defense not going to let him wiggle out of that one. They force him out behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw again. That one caught over the middle by the rookie. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And he pulled it left. No good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously, as a kicker, you have to have a short memory. But you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
The Blues offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? If you get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The open man is Atkins. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. What a year. Catch number 95 on the season.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. On the handoff, it is Allen. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. With Davis. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain. We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. In this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Nighthawks offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. 3rd down, 3 to go. They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Antonio Johnson there on the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Quick throw, taken in. On the move, past the 40. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
Anchorage, first down.
Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
Here we go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's a three-point game here early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. He'll look to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Third and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Blues offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10.
I've got my wings switched out. Anchorage on the second half wings switched. Some wings in the fourth half wings
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Quickly to the outside and complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
From the 41. Here's 2nd and 2. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. Little quick pass to the receiver, heading right. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
First down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Blues.
60 Eagle! Go!
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. A gain of 12. And
There's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 9. They go back to Allen. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score. Highland Wallace. Touchdown, St. Louis. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Both teams know this, though. This is a playoff game for both teams.
Braden Narveson out for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Blues take a 10-3 lead.
Nighthawks 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Nighthawks offense make their way out to take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10.
Here we go. Viking 18.
Tries to start on the ground, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The throw here is complete. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the 1st down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. That's enough for a 1st down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I continue in just a moment.
On the double.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Now this defense will use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Oh, and he is deep-leaded on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called by the defense, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. That one is good. And the Nighthawks cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Blues offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They had that field goal on the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's hit with a catch, and the ball comes free. And this one is recovered by the defense.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
2nd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Oh, huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Blues are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They've got him. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. A pickup of 14 on that one. And that will be a first down.
That's good for a St. Louis first down.
He'll get that complete. Right side, it's Bellinger. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A very short game.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. The Blues offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Nighthawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Throwing now on 1st and 10. This one complete right side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 31-yard line.
Now a give up in the middle. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They will have it at the 24-yard line. That's enough for a first down.
Job well done right there. 3rd and inches. You don't want to chop or step or go east and west. You're just trying to hit this thing downhill as hard as possible, run right at the defense, and he doesn't get a whole lot.
There it is.
The goal line and in. Touchdown, Nighthawks.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There are some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Now, the extra point. He's got it. And the Nighthawks go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Blues offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Allen. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
By the time the defensive backs had come downhill to get involved, we knew there was just no way he was going to get himself out of this. It just shows, Mike, how long he was flailing around back there. That by the time he actually went down, everyone was behind the line of scrimmage chasing him.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll let one go down the middle. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
out. It's 4th down.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Nighthawks offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A ball deep for the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard
Rookie
line.
to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They'll look to throw yet again. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Anchorage.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
1st and 10.
Go! Bronco 80.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He's got room to roam. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
At the 11-yard line.
60 Bison. 6.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Number 30, the ball carrier.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
The 6-yard line.
On the dump.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 19.
They'll go with him again. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He'll try to run for it.
The quarterback on the scramble. He was brought down by Caleb Ransaw. A gain of 4 yards. It's 4th and goal.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Indeed.
So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Blues offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Carrington Valentine. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made it back.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 26-yard line.
2nd and inches. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Anchorage. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point.
They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Mike, there's not a lot of ways to break this play down other than saying you get the wide open target, you have the play you want, you're aggressive going for 2. You just got to catch the ball.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Blues offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
On the give, this is Allen. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. That's enough for a 1st down.
And the St. Louis 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Lewis, 1st down. yards.
On the handoff, and it's Allen. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here we go. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. He's to the 40, to the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Nighthawks.
So it's 3rd down, and it just seems clear that he's just trying to do anything to keep the drive alive. But even though you're trying to keep the punt team off the field, you just can't be careful.